Brian Powell of Iron Far here with Magdalena Boulet before the Ultra Trail de Mont Blanc 2016. How are you?
I'm awesome.
Yeah? Are you excited?
I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah? Why is that?
I mean, you just look at the mountains and it's a little bit overwhelming, but and it's so much bigger than you. That yeah, it's kind of unbelievable that you get to run around the mountain. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity.
Because you've been here before. You were here for CCC last year. And how did that experience go?
You know, I think I was really clueless about just the course and what's ahead of me. So I at least know about 60 miles of the course now. And I feel a little bit more comfortable with what's ahead.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just more excited than anything else.
Yeah, that's good. So what were the big challenges kind of that you didn't expect in last year's CCC?
Well, I think a few things. Just no switchbacks, really. So to get to the top of any mountain or ridge, you kind of go straight up for a long time.
This isn't Devil's Thumb or no?
No switchbacks. You just just vertical straight up, and your glutes are on fire, and calves are burning. All good stuff.
Are you walking? Do you walk those, or are you still running
Absolutely.
up those?
Okay. I definitely have been putting some time since then to learn how to be a better power hiker.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I really wished I used poles last year.
Really?
But I was not confident, or I didn't have the skill to do it. So this year I practiced more, probably not as much as I would like, because I really have to go out of my way in the Bay Area to use poles. So yeah, I'm going to use poles this year.
Now, how have you gone on runs long enough with poles to experiment with trying to eat and hydrate during the?
Yes, I have, and it's definitely a challenge. When to put them away, and I like to carry bottles versus having a hydration bladder with me. So all of that is definitely a lot more logistics that you have to take under consideration, and then you have the night running.
Yeah. You've not done a whole lot of that, have you?
No, just finishing Western States at night. That's about it.
Have you practiced with that at all, or are you just gonna wing it?
No, I mean I have, but I don't think. Again, we don't have mountains like this. They're a little bit different. They're not as brutal.
So you have a lot of new experiences ahead of you here,
which is pretty exciting, right?
Yeah.
Really outside of my comfort zone.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, you've had your last two races have been
a disaster.
A disaster for very different reasons.
Very different reasons.
So what happened in Western States?
Western States, I got sick about 5 days before. Fever, stomach bug, couldn't eat for 5 days. And I told the line, I kind of felt really good the day before. Slept for probably 3 days straight. So I was really well tapered and rested. And once the fever went away, I felt really good, ready to go. But I was so depleted from just not being able to consume any food or hold on to the food that you still want to believe that maybe magic will happen.
And sometimes it does.
And you know what? What really sealed the deal for me to start that race, that it did happen to me once before.
Where was that?
It was cross-country nationals, and I remember going to Houston, US Championship, feeling miserable, came down with a fever, and 5 days later I made the World Championship in an 8K. And I didn't eat for like 3 days with fever again and not being able to.
So that was like
that was an 8K.
Yeah, it's not your strength.
Yeah. Well, but I think you can get away, competing after you
for sure. Yeah.
In a short race, but 100-mile is a different animal. So, yeah.
So
that was Western States. I started, and I was just from the beginning. I just felt worse. Just didn't get any better.
And then Speed Goat, simple.
Speed Goat, I was, again, really well tapered because didn't get a chance to race at Western States, and was starting to feel really good 2 weeks later. And I sprained my ankle 12 miles into the race. But I was really determined. Hey, I'm gonna get to that finish line. I couldn't handle not a DNF. Sorry.
And you did. You made it.
I made it. I made it to the finish line. Yeah, and it was great. You know, in retrospect, I look at Speed Goat and the course and just that mountain and how it compares to to here, and it's pretty amazing how much similarity you can find.
Yeah, it's a very good preparation race
Right.
for UTMB.
So knowing that at Speed Goat, I made the commitment of coming back in early August to Speed Goat and just spending 3 days on the mountain.
So you trained there again.
So I went back.
Did you train with poles there?
I did. Yeah. I did 3 summits, up and down, up and down. It was great. I mean, it's a beautiful place, and that was my first time to that part of Utah. So yeah.
And now you're
And
healthy and rested.
I'm healthy, rested, and just looking, to get to. I just want to get to that finish line and have a good experience.
Now, this race goes out really fast.
Right.
And you obviously have wheels.
I'm not going to use them.
No? How are you going to do that? Because there's going to be 200 or 300, if you're any reserve, if you're reserved at all, there's going to be hundreds of people ahead of you.
I know. I think that it's such a long race, and there are plenty of areas where it will open up. But I look at the people that go out super fast and they finish, so I'm hoping to do a more, even approach to the race. And I looked at David Laney and how he approached the race, and I really liked what he did last year.
So maybe model yourself after that or that.
Yeah, just patience. And he's starting at night, so yeah, I'm gonna have a long night ahead of me.
Well, I hope it's a good one.
I hope so too.
And good luck out there, Magda.
Thank you.